Hi everyone. Last year I built a rather large firewood shed that can hold about a quart of firewood. Then I realized that most people will never burn through a full quart of firewood. If you're more of a fire pit person, then this shed is probably better for your needs. If you're new to woodworking, this is a great project for beginners because really it doesn't require a lot of tools. As long as you have a circular saw, a drill driver, a measuring tape, and a square like this one, you can build this. If you're working by yourself, clamps will also be something that could be very useful. If you have a miter saw, you'll be able to cut down your material a lot faster, but you don't really need to have one of those to get perfectly straight cuts. Here I'm using a speed square as a guide so that my circular saw cuts perfectly straight all the way through. This is the assembly for the base. If you are screwing near the edge like I am here, it's a good idea to drill some pilot holes to prevent splitting. Before you finish fastening the middle joist, make sure that your base is square. You can do that by using your speed square, or you can make one of these like I did here out of 2 pieces of plywood. By clamping it down, I am pulling everything into square. I need to make several angled cuts, and if you have a miter saw, this is very easy because all you need to do is set the angle that you want and start cutting. However, if you don't have one, this is still easy as long as you have a speed square and, of course, know how to use it. So this is how it works. This side measures angles. All you need to do is place your square against the material. This is the pivot point. It's actually labeled on this particular square. You're scribing off this side, not this side. Put pressure here so it doesn't separate from your 2x4. This end is going to be raised until you find the desired angle that you want. I want 15 degrees. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure and I'm going to scribe a line. When you install the posts, make sure that they are square before you fasten it with your second screw. These screws are going to be temporary, and I will replace them at the end with structural screws, which are much stronger. Yep, I got lazy. If I drilled pilot holes, I would not have split that board. You're going to see me use scrap pieces of wood for spacers a lot in this project. If you want to build something like this, I do have plans available for this project in my Etsy shop. The link is below in the description. After I install the backboards, I'm going to do the same exact thing on the side here, and then when I'm done, I'm going to do that all over again on the opposite side. Here's another way I'm using a spacer to make installation easier. This is how I install my rafters with identical extended ends. I position my rafters so that they are flush with the edges of my vertical posts. By doing this, my rafters are set at a perfect 15-degree angle. If you're new to the channel and you like what you've been watching, please think about subscribing. It would go a really long way in helping me grow my channel. Use another piece of scrap material to make adjustments to the positioning of your rear fascia so that the scrap material remains flat on the rafter. At this point, make sure you check the spacing between your front posts and make sure that they match the spacing of your rear posts. If they don't, you may need to pull them together or push them out depending on how everything shifted. I'm using corrugated roofing because it's the least expensive option that I have. You could also use roofing shingles, but you would have to install a piece of plywood underneath. Luckily, my panels were a perfect fit, but if you need to cut yours down, it is very easy to do with a set of metal cutting shears. These are corrugated roofing screws, and they do tend to slip when you try to screw them in. So I am using this spring-loaded punch to create a little indentation, and that is going to make this whole process a whole lot easier. As a safety precaution, I am clipping the corners and sanding them down because they are super sharp. Now that the assembly is complete, I'm going to replace the decking screws with structural screws at the bottom of these posts. If you want to build something like this, there are plans available in my Etsy shop. The link is below in the description. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help get the video out there to more people. If you have any questions about this project, please put those in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, please check out my other videos. And if you like what you see, please think about subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next one.